Uh, Good morning, everyone. Hogwash here. I've turned up here on site at the Whites Hill Archaeological Dig, and I'm absolutely tickled to see the latest development. What we have here is something so sacred and meaningful to us that even the most thoughtless blockhead could probably work out just how important and relative it is to us. So we'll just get a little closer so that even the most erudite person can make proper considerations as to what this actually does and is. So obviously you can tell that this is in fact home, our home star, Solaris. So moving quickly now, because now I'm really beginning to get a bit of a actually, we might go over to the great myrtle bird, because I've just noticed that the golden eggs have become golden. Dear viewers, please observe, just overnight, oh my God, oh, these two boulders easily weighing 150 ton apiece. And there, viewers, is something fantastic. Fantastic. Completely, so completely beautiful. One of the local inhabitants inspecting the work for himself. I wonder what his name is. I'm getting... Yes, Ant. It's Ant. Well, good morning, Mr. Ant. Oh, well, it might be a girl, I don't know. You look like a fellow to me. So, moving back. Yes, it is I, Dr. Basahi Hogwash, with you this morning, making... And we might go see if this chap would like to be interviewed. Good morning, sir. Look, I know you're busy. Okay. And there is an associate coming along. Good morning. And so, dear viewers, back to our eggs. The golden eggs of the great myrtle bird before us, ladies and gentlemen, just emerging. First the bird emerged. There is the glory of the great myrtle bird. Both wings, both right wing and the left wing, coming together in unison. Sort of like a joined dialectic, if you will. Let's just leave those thoughts now and go back. Perhaps I could take one home. Excuse me. Moving on. So, and what we have is the great myrtle bird. And the great myrtle bird is facing north in the opposite direction of the silver spoon on the opposite side of the sun. Tamanui Tira, or Solaris, or, simply a star. We live there. Moving past the Vegas Surface Paradise Highway, past the unmanifested stonework, we're waiting with abated excitement. No, anxious excitement. Yes, and already also, it's just now, in fact, come to my notice, you may see the efforts of the ancient alchemist emerging slowly from this boulder. This boulder, ladies and gentlemen, planted in and atop this wonderful muffin of stone. And I believe it was Frank Zappa who actually designed and constructed this wonderful muffin. And he's put at the summit of this dense and radiant muffin of his own design a 7-ounce cream rosette at the summit of his dense and radiant muffin. And earlier he was seated at the table of the Utility Muffin Research Kitchen, and he saw according to himself, I quote verbatim, from Frank and his trout singer. I'm scratching to remember Frank Zappa, and anyway, we'll get back to that a wee bit later, but the excitement here itself, you can see the gold emerging out of a rock. This is fantastic. What we like here on Dr. Bazahi's shows are fantastic factoids. The more fantastic, the better. And so there was Frank telling us how he was seated at the Utility Muffin Research Kitchen table, and he spied a dried heap of dried muffin remnants and dumped them in his shirt with a chrome spoon, and then he grasped the chrome snoot of a canvas icing anointment utensil, and he is placed at the summit of this brilliant muffin, stone muffin, and we have before us the result. Thank you, Frank. Now moving on quickly now, because we're always after time, in between breaks and what have you. Something has occurred with the great monk priest. The eternal wound of the heart. Yes, well, we might come back to that a wee bit later. What is exciting here, right next to the upoko tapu, the tapu upoko of the great queen and her baby inside her belly, is now something so profound, something so wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that manifestation, purely emerging overnight from the stonework, the great Dr. Makino chili. Oh my God, the scale, people. Dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, children, boys and girls, look at this amazing structure. This is a religious artifact here at the Whites Hill archaeological dig. And as you can see, this is of such an enormous scale. Once more, scientists and other researchers are very hard at work to try to understand the purposes, the rituals, the intimate thoughts of the cult of the chili. Well, and look at the scale. That chili has got to be at least 250 meters long, of immense size and structure. Let us get right down to the base. If we're lucky, one of the local people or inhabitants might emerge from the stonework. Look at that, ladies. This enormous projection, the stem that once joined the chili tree. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this tree, it must have been enormous when they hewed it, and now, thousands of years later, here it is, still bursting with life. And there we have it. So we'll just keep this to a short clip, a wee bulletin, and actually I might go to a short selfie, a wee selfie. Let's just pull back now, Bray. And what have I done? I'm confused, and I think we might just end the bulletin there, and we'll come back to that a wee bit later. Thank you from Dr. Busy.